two of my supporters right here in the back. They're my son. I have Jeremiah and Rishon. Hello, guys. Thanks for coming. Yes, it's my Finding Beauty story. And I was young, beautiful. My level of confidence was over the top, and my favorite pair of blue jeans made me look fly. I had everything going for me, except that on a rainy night of September, I was this 15-year-old girl that was assaulted at gunpoint by a much older man. Ooh. Well, surviving this unfortunate incident that I miraculously escaped became my reality. It's just like a beautiful weather, turned nasty in seconds. It's like my confidence vanished. I no longer felt beautiful. And the next few days, I wore heavy makeup and glasses to cover my bruises, and shades to cover my bruises, because my peers, they did not miss one opportunity to whisper, she's so ugly. And I wanted it to stop. I wanted it to go away. And forgiving this man was an important step in my search for beauty. So I thought, as a plan, simple in my mind, at that time I said, well, if I could get all my peers and the whole world, if not exaggerating, to tell me that I'm beautiful again, I'm gonna be up there. And so, but how do I accomplish that, to reach medium? Genius! I thought, TV. There you go. And so I had many opportunities. I did a little bit of acting, singing, dancing, modeling, but I will never forget my pageantry experience. Pageantry is wonderfully exhausting. We were constantly told how not to cross our legs when we sit down, and you must cross your ankles, and you should not, you should wait to be seated, and if you're not, comfortable to, have a seat, you should stand up, because it comes across as a little bit unpolite. And, also that good posture is very important, and you should always smile. Trust me, after long hours of videotaping, we were all going home beyond exhausted with a smile on our face. And we're still wondering, why am I smiling? I'm so exhausted. Plus, I am offset. It's because those muscles here, they get numb after smiling for so long. So you go home and you walk, I'm exhausted. It was a great experience for me, and I loved it. And I thought, okay, way to go. The whole world, the whole country was watching. This is great. I'm going to get what I want. And, my hard work paid off. I prepared for this. I prepared 6 months. I spent 6 months preparing for this pageant. And during the actual pageant, I spent over 40 hours a week between videotaping and preparation for 12 weeks. So that's hard work. It did pay off at the end, even though I did not win. But I was the youngest first runner-up in the history of this competition. So that was pretty big for me. I was 16 at that time. It was a year later from what had happened to me previously. So, yay, I went home, a little bit disappointed that she did not win, but the whole country was watching, and the compliments advertised my beauty. After the celebration was over, I went home, and I realized I did not feel any different. This shocking surprise really had me thinking, okay, maybe physical beauty didn't matter after all. So it was a critical choice for me, because I had to choose whether I was going to let people dictate how I feel about myself or be my own kind of beautiful. So I chose to be my own kind of beautiful. And it simply meant that I wanted to experience something more than what I experienced before. And new doors opened for me when I met my former public speaking professor here at NCC at the Got Ideas contest. when she encouraged me to take part of this contest, it was my second shot at addressing a large crowd. And it was nowhere near the pageantry experience. Because in my mind, it was like a brain versus beauty battle, you know? And the long hours of preparations were substituted for just a pen and lots of scrap papers. And this time also, nobody was working on me to present me as a final product to a cheering crowd. I was working on myself. It was my passion that I was turning into a profit, that I spent nights and nights crafting and recrafting my speech for a final result. I did not win the Got Ideas contest, but I tell you what I gained from it. This whole experience taught me the importance of being seen from the inside. Because the applause of the audience was not for how I looked. It was for a treasure that I had hidden inside of me. And so today, I am Christy M with no cover-up. Wearing my new cut, working my fro, as a way of embracing myself by living beauty inside out. Oh, thank you.